This video brought to you in part by Tommy and the Order of Cosmic Champions. This exciting and heartwarming coming-of-age Gen X novel is available now. Check the link for more info. This is gonna be fun. Hey, if you've watched the channel before, you probably remember that my daughter is the manager of a local video game store called Video Game Rescue here in Jacksonville, Florida. Well, every once in a while, she runs across some really cool vintage stuff, and she sends me a text and says, here it is, you first dibs, do you want it? That kind of thing. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I can't really afford it, especially in my current situation. But the good news is she's the manager, so I can get a loan long enough to bring it home and show it to you. So let me show you what she brought me just yesterday. This, can you see me? This is an Atari 5200, complete in the box. Look at this beast. And I've never owned one. I always wanted one. She was able to bring it home to me as a loaner. Plus there's a cartridge inside so we can play it. Look, we're living in the heyday of Atari. We just had the Atari 50th anniversary. We're in the midst of, we have that great release. There were some 5200 titles on that Atari 50 that were really cool. I keep glancing my eyes down to this thing. I don't believe it's real. So what I want to do is, because I've never owned one, I only played it at a friend's house. I've got one here. We're going to take it to the bench. We're going to open it up as if it's our 5200, brand new. Take a look at everything that's inside of it. Then we're going to plug it in to a TV and we're going to play some Atari 5200 firsthand. You ready? Yeah, me too. Oh, this thing. Oh man, I don't know where to begin. It's got a little history to it. I mean, first and foremost, okay, pause. Look how huge it is. It's enormous. Oh my goodness, it's like I never had one of these. I had the 2600 and then I went right to computers and stuff, and I never had, but I had friends who had this thing. And I always coveted it. And I never saw the box new, like in somebody's house, just in a store, but it's like 2.5 foot wide or something. It's just ginormous. So, look, so you can see it came from Kmart at some point. The price is kind of scratched out here, but that's where it came from initially, you know, some, 40 or so years ago? 30, 40? I don't know, forever ago, 80s. And then recently, it was bought from Goodwill, which makes me super jealous because I would have loved to have picked this up for 50 bucks from Goodwill. Oh man, but so my daughter's game store picked it up. I think they got like 150 bucks in credit, and they're probably going to sell this for like $250. And you're going to see why in a second. I mean, not only, I mean, the box has a few little, you know, scuffs and stuff, but it's in spectacular condition. So let's check this out. Look, and it's not just that it has the box. It's like it's packed like it would have been originally. If it's been opened, I mean, we have the original owner's manual. No, I'm not gonna throw this owner's manual away, obviously. It's the instructions for how to set up and use the 5200. And yeah, I mean, you can bet your sweet bippy we're gonna plug it in and try to use it, but over here on the side, let's see. Oh yeah, all right, so we got the power brick and the associated cables here. Then we have, yeah, this little accessory pack. This is how you connect it all with the TV and everything. This model didn't have it baked in. It had this guy to connect to the television. Oh, we got a copy of Pac-Man in here. We got something to try out. Oh, and here's these weird little controllers. The 5200 controllers that don't auto-center. Look at this. Oh, but it feels so cool. Oh, and I forgot some of them had inserts you could get. Oh boy. So they're both in here? Yeah. Both controllers are here. And in remarkable shape, kind of. Let's get the console out. And I'm just gonna treat it gently here. So here's everything that's included. I mean, look at the console, how it flips open over here. Look, so you got a great place where you can stash your controllers inside of here, and close it down. Wow. Connection to the TV is really interesting with this 5200, this early model I think it was. So if you had cable coming in, you hook it up to this coax, but then you have, so here is the power cable that's going to AC, and it goes into this block. And then here is the signal out, and it goes into this plug. And from there, what you get is the ability to go in standby or normal, depending on whether you want to play the game or not. And then this is what connects up to the back of your TV's coax. Quickly, before we continue, you probably know that I'm in the midst of trying to make content creation at GenXGrownUp my full-time gig. With the holidays here, what better time to go check out our merch store? It's genxgrownup.com/merch. Look, this is a new store, lower prices, better quality, faster service. It's all through TeePublic. It's a great selection of stuff, and not just our branded stuff. We have brands, anything from, Firefly to Star Trek to Star Wars to Black Panther to all kinds of designs in our store. It's not just GenXGrownUp merch. Not that GenXGrownUp merch is a bad thing, but anything you might want for anyone, there's some great stuff over there. Please consider stopping by and checking that out. All right, let's get back to checking out some 5200. All right, I've got it all connected. I've got a controller plugged in. I've got my trusty Pac-Man here. Let's give it a shot. Oh, look at that. Oh, now this controller doesn't really lend itself all that well to Pac-Man because of how it's kind of wobbly, but we're going to give it a go. Hold it this way a little better. Oh, get up there. He's a fast Pac-Man though, that's good. Get it? Oh, got 3 of them. There's a cherry. Let's go get it. Cherry, all right. Oh no! Whoa, whoa, oh, they caught me in the corner. That seemed odd. All right, we can finish this board off. The controller doesn't do me any favors. Just because of how the kind of floppy layout is, but doesn't make it any less fun. I'm getting at least one more. There we go. Got it. And we have a pause function. Here, yep. So 5200 had a built-in pause button that you could use at any time, which was a selling feature. They're like, hey, you can pause your game if your mom calls you or whatever. And the reset is all built right here, so I can reset. Back to the title screen. It's just cool, isn't it? Man, this thing's in great shape, almost like it would have been coming home from the store. So I cleaned it up, put all the rubber bands back on the cables, boxed it up carefully. Whoever buys this from my daughter's game store, they're gonna have a great relic on their hands. And this isn't the first time my daughter brought something home for me. Check out this video where she brought home this Donkey Kong Jr. And here's another Atari relic that I couldn't believe was super complete. You might want to check that out. Man, I sure hope you found something to enjoy though in this video, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.